Welcome. We are excited to have you as part of the team. If you're watching this video right now, we know you've committed to making your life change financially. Now, if you've never been part of the network marketing industry before, I have to tell you, you are in for a treat. There is nothing else that I know out there where you can take what would normally take a 20 to 30 year career in the corporate world and compress that time frame down into a 3 to 5 year period. So right off the bat, set your mindset for what you want to accomplish. What are your long-term goals? Is it $100,000 a year? Is it more? I don't know. But come into this knowing that you're going to set yourself up for success in the long run. One of the most beautiful things with Zurvita is that we have a phenomenal compensation plan. Now, our immediate goal for you is to help you make $1,300 in your first 30 days. However, that is not wealth. Long-term wealth is created through leverage and residual income. Residual income is when you do something once and you get paid for it over and over and over and over again. Some people call it beach money, some people call it mailbox money. I call it money that comes in whether you get out of bed or not. And that is where true freedom is created. In fact, with Zurvita, we have a prestigious award called the K Club. Those who have at least $100,000 in residual income are awarded a gold ring and honored for building a legacy and freedom for their family. We want to see you receiving that ring. So let's get started. Right when you first signed up, you received an email that would be from Zurvita Corporate. This will have your login and password, which we call your Z number, and it will also contain your websites that you are going to be wanting to use on a regular basis. You want to keep this in a safe spot because next we're going to go ahead and log into your back office. To log into your Zurvita Z Center, you want to go to www.zurvita.com, scroll all the way down to the bottom, and you'll see something that says Z Center Login. Go ahead and click on that. Then you'll see the next slide, which will have a spot for your Z Center ID, as well as your password. Go ahead and enter your information, and that's how you get into your back office. The first thing that you're going to see when you log into your back office is our compliance training. Now, Zurvita is committed to having excellence in the marketplace, and so it's important that we know how to promote Zurvita the right way. So you'll have a compliance training that will pop up. It's about 20 minutes. Go ahead and start going through that right when you get started. Next thing you'll see is up in the right-hand corner, you're going to see something called your All-Star Clock. This is going to keep a track for you of your 30 days so that you can hit your All-Star bonus. Also, for any questions you may have about your order, your back office, anything else, you want to go ahead and take down Zurvita Corporate's phone number. In fact, I would recommend saving it to your cell phone. Their number is 713-464-5002. If you just got started today, it will normally take about 5 to 10 days for you to receive your product. But let's not wait until then to get started. Let's get out of the gates fast. Hurry up and get you to All-Star so we can create a story and share that with people where you live. As part of the Team LLG family, you have an entire system that is at your disposal. This is going to be a variety of different events, functions, things that you can plug into to grow and learn more, as well as to expand your team. This is going to be things like your home parties, regional Super Saturday teaching and training events. How about our weekly team conference calls, as well as the Zurvita national functions that only take place twice a year. And I guarantee you, you're definitely going to want to get a ticket for that. Now, one of our main resources is our teamllg.com website. You're going to want to go there and actually download the Launching Your Business worksheet. That's what we're about to go over right now. When you first get started, your goal is to do what we call 25 in 7. And that should help you equal your All-Star bonus. Basically, you want to reach out and connect with 25 friends. You want to ask them the qualifying question. Hey, are they open to finding out more about what it is that you're doing? And then you want to do it quick. You want to do it in the next 7 days. Speed is the name of the game here. So our goal is to help you do this quickly and get that All-Star bonus in your hands as soon as possible. So the first thing that you want to do now starts by building a list of connections. You may call it a list of names. We always say you want to build it long, build it strong. Use your phone, use your Facebook, use your email addresses, church directory, really anything where you're going to have a list of names or connections all in one spot. So who are we looking for? We're looking for business partners. Imagine you invested your life savings to start this business. You would be talking to the sharpest people that you know. That's who we want to connect with. We're looking for people that have maybe done network marketing before. Maybe they own a small business. Maybe they're self-employed or they work 1099. We're looking for stable people that want more out of life. So, who are we not looking for? Important to know. We're not looking for somebody that needs a job. Maybe somebody that's been out of work for the last 18 months. That's not the highest person on your list. They need to go get traditional income at this point. We're also not looking for somebody that's full of drama or emotional swings. So let's talk about some professions that are great for what we do. Well, anybody that has influence in the marketplace. Pastors are fantastic. How about coaches or teachers? How about people you know in mortgages or real estate? Insurance agents, hairdressers, barbers. These are the kind of people that we want to connect with. So let's say on a scale from 1 to 10, that 1 is a broke, lazy person, and 10 is the most successful person that you know. Let's say that we are all 5s. So our goal is that we want to talk to 5s and above, people at your social and economic level and above. Now, the people you know, some of your connections are going to be local, and then you may have some out of town. We're going to start by first connecting with those people in your backyard. A great way to do this is to have a party or get together in your home. If you think you can have your friends over, have them over. Another way to go about doing this is to set up appointments or one-on-one meetings where you may meet with somebody at a coffee shop or maybe even at their home. Now we're going to start by reaching out and connecting with these people. First, we're going to give a couple of examples of a great way to reach out and call some people if you're going to have a home party or get together, and then we'll get into an invite for more of a one-on-one appointment. Now, one thing that is super important is if you're just getting started, your product is going to arrive in 5 to 10 days, but you don't want to wait. Definitely book your party or get together or start setting up your one-on-ones immediately. The person that enrolled you, if they're there in your backyard, they're going to go with you and you're going to be able to use their product and samples until you get yours from FedEx. Okay, so let's start by what would be a great way to reach out and connect with someone if you are going to have a home party or get together. Now on your worksheet, you're going to have the inviting script for a home party, and that's exactly what we're going to go over right now. First thing you want to do is just reach out and connect and start by saying hi. Not too difficult, just say hello. You also want to make sure that you're calling them at okay time. Many times we'll call someone and they're in the middle of doing something, so ask, hey, am I calling you at an okay time? Step number 3 is you want to let them know, hey, I only have a second to chat. That way they know it's not going to be a long conversation. Next, you want to go ahead and ask them, hey, what do you have going on Thursday night? Or whatever night your party might be. Now, they're usually going to say, nothing, I'm not sure why, what's going on? And this is where you get an opportunity to share with them briefly about what you just found out. A great way to say that is, you know, I came across something, it looks like we can help some people and make some money. And I thought about you. Can I count on you for Thursday night at my house? Let them know that you're excited about what's going on and you want them to come check it out with you. The reason we started off the conversation by letting them know that we only had a couple of minutes is we don't want to get in a tennis match with them asking a bunch of questions. You just wanted to say, hey, I came across something, looks like we can help some people and make some money. Are you open to finding out more about what we're doing? Awesome. Then plan on being at my house on Thursday night at 7:30. You can send them a text message with the info and your address, and you may want to ask them to pick up something from the store like a bag of ice or some napkins so that they're committed to not only coming, but bringing something to help make the party successful. Now, if they tell you up front that they're not going to be available at the time of your party, do not get off the phone. What you want to do is just turn that into more of an appointment that you're going to book with that person. So that maybe goes something like this. That's okay, you're not going to be available Thursday. Well, listen, I wanted to connect up with you. I actually came across something and thought about you. Looks like we can help some people and make some money. Are you open to finding out more about what it is that we're doing? Now, typically when you share that with someone, they're going to give you one of 3 answers. They're going to give you a yes, they're gonna give you a no, or they'll say what you got. So if they give you any kind of a green light, your goal is to set up a time to meet with them. Now, one thing that's really important is you do not want to try and get into a long conversation on the phone with them, going back and forth, answering questions, because they can't taste zeal over the phone. You have to meet with them. They have to see the excitement in your eyes. So you just want to set up a time to meet and then move forward. And that's basically it. Now, we just took that home party or home get-together invite and flipped it right into a one-on-one. But let's say we have somebody and we really only know them in business circles, so we're actually gonna call them to set up an appointment right off the get-go. So you're basically gonna kind of do the same thing that you did for the party invite. You wanna call them and say, hey. You wanna clear the time, make sure that you're calling them at an okay time. You want to let them know, hey, I only have a minute. And then you want to ask them what we call the qualifying question, which is a couple of things that I have gone over. It's also listed on your worksheet. Do you keep your options open for making money outside of what you do? That's a great thing to ask. You could say, hey, you know what? I partner with some friends. We're launching a health and nutrition business, and I thought about you. I wasn't sure. Are you keeping your options open for making some extra money outside of what you do, being a nurse? Just make it personable and use something that works for you. One of the things that we firmly believe is you can't fit a square peg in a round hole. So find something that you feel comfortable with, make it your own, and that's what you want to say when you're talking to people. Not anyone's scenario or situation is going to be the same. Only you know your friends and what's going to be best when you're talking to them. Now, another way to book a one-on-one is, every person that you're talking to, you're gonna have a different relationship with that person. Some people you may have a lot of respect for, a lot of admiration. They may be a successful business person. Share that with them. Let them know when you're giving them a call. Hey, listen, I partnered with some friends. We're working on a new business project, and I thought about you. I know you've been successful in many other ventures, and I wanted to get your opinion on what it is that we're doing. That's a great way to connect with someone as well as show them respect and have them sit down with you. Okay, now one thing that's really important when you're making phone calls is you are going to get the inevitable voicemail. So you gotta know what to say when you're calling to leave a message. Simply what I say is, hey, listen, this is Summer. I just got a quick question for you, so when you get a second, give me a call. That's it. If you leave a real simple message like that and you kind of leave them curious, I promise they'll be calling you back. Now let's talk about how you're gonna host your home party or get together. First of all, if you're having it during the week, a great start time would be about 7, maybe 7:30 in the evening. You wanna start off by making sure that your pets are put away. We don't want them stealing the show, as well as your children. Make sure that they are, someplace to where they're not gonna be interfering with your business meeting that you're about to have. When people start arriving, you want to have upbeat, fun music playing, so it's not uncomfortable for anybody that's new or maybe isn't sure what they're expecting. Have them come on in, have some zeal. You want to mix up your zeal, have them try the grape, have them try the wild berry, and then you want to have a blender so you can blend up your shakes. Now, the official Mark Jarvis way to make a Zervita shake is with ice, unsweetened almond milk, and 2 scoops of whatever protein shake you're using. You want to make it nice and thick so it kind of tastes like a Wendy's Frosty when you're done. You're going to serve your zeal, you're going to serve your shakes. Then when it feels like you have pretty much everyone there and you're ready to start, go ahead and seat everyone in your living room. Have everyone take a seat, stand up in front of the room, and just welcome them and thank them for coming to your home. And then all you're going to do is press play on this DVD. It's a great system, it's very, very easy, and everybody can press play. Once you press play, after it's done, it's gonna roll, and then you wanna get back up and just thank everyone, let them know that's why you're excited, and you wanna go over the application process. So on hand, you're gonna wanna have enrollment forms for people that want to join the challenge and become a customer, as well as new consultant enrollment forms so that they can join the challenge and be a partner with you in business. Then you wanna simply get with them, answer any questions they may have, and if you have an upline that is there with you, you can have them close out the meeting or have them call in. That's just an extra something that you can do. It's not necessary at all, but it is kind of a nice touch if they have any questions. The next thing we're gonna cover is how you're gonna do those one-on-one appointments that we set up. Well, there's 4 steps to a successful one-on-one. The first thing that we do is you wanna zeal them up. That means you wanna bring a lot of the zeal product to mix for them and have them get in their system. What's so great about zeal is that Oftentimes you'll sit with someone, shake them up a Zeal, and in that same sitting, they'll notice some great results. You know, I've met with people many a times and they just got off of work and they were tired, they couldn't really focus too well. I gave them the Zeal, and at the end of our meeting they said, you know what, Summer, I thought I wasn't gonna be able to take in or comprehend much of what we're talking about, but I feel pretty good right now. So that's what's great about Zeal. So step number 1 is Zeal them up. Step number 2 is share why you're excited. Share your story, share your testimony, share what's happened. If you're using the product and you have a great result, share it. If you're building your own story, share somebody else's. You've heard some great stories in the room where you're at tonight, or from the people that maybe introduced this to you, so you can share that. Step number 3 is you want to play this DVD. It's as simple as pushing play. And step number 4 is you want to get them on the phone to do what we call a 3-way call. Basically, you're going to introduce them to your third-party expert, your upline support leader that's helping you. They're going to share their story and they're going to invite them to join the challenge with you. Now, we always want to start with our local people that are in our backyard, I would say within 1 to 3 hours, that we can go drive, sit down, have them taste the product, they can look in our eyes and see the excitement. Now, you are going to have those people that are not in your backyard and maybe they're halfway across the country. So we have to have a way to reach out and connect with those people as well. Very, very similar steps to what you did in a one-on-one. First thing, reach out, connect with them on the phone. Share what's going on and share why you're excited. Ask them if they're open to finding out more about what we're doing to change your life physically or financially, and if they are open to finding out about that for themselves as well. Then what you want to do is send them to www.zurvitaoverview.com, where you'll see this short video on there, the one that you saw when you got started, and then afterwards you want to have an appointment time that you can reconnect with them after they've had a chance to see this video. Now, oftentimes you'll call a friend and they may be on the freeway or on their break at work, so they may not have time to see that video at that moment, but make sure that you kind of set like a phone appointment up so that you can connect with them, you know that they've seen the video, and at that point you can answer any questions that they may have. Now, during this conversation, during this call that you're calling them back with, you want to kind of have one of your leaders or your upline support standing by so that you can connect them on the call with that person. You know, sometimes there's nothing more powerful than a third-party testimony. They've heard it from you, they know you, but they also know you're new. So sometimes it's great to connect them with somebody on the phone who's been doing this a little bit longer than you, and they can share their own story as well as validate everything that you've already told them. So that's what you want to do when you're doing a long distance one-on-one. Leaving here, what you want to do is start off by building your list of names. Then you want to go ahead and connect with those people and book yourself between 5 and 7 one-on-one appointments. Next, host your home party or get together. And then last off, when you do get your Zurvita package, go ahead and open that up. Inside there is a very important CD. It's called Making the Shift by Darren Hardy. And that's all about reprogramming your mind. You know, we gotta be transformed by the renewing of your mind. So take that out, pop that in your car when you're driving around, and make sure you listen to it over and over so we can change that mindset and shift you to where you wanna go. Remember, speed is the name of the game, so let's get you out the gates fast and create an amazing success story for you. I look forward to getting to know you and hearing of the great things that are happening where you live. Remember to join me each and every week on our Team LLG conference call and friend me on Facebook. I believe that there are amazing things in store for you. The best is yet to come. So let's get off to the races.